Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. Happy Hump Day. Boy, that came quick, didn't it? I'm going to do a fun experiment today. I've been thinking about doing this for some time. I'm not going to put it under crazy craps. It's not my keep it simple stupid. I'm going to keep doing that, but I'm taking a break from it for this video only. And it's just a fun little experiment, and I'll explain what I'm going to do here in a second. First of all, our show is brought to you by James Silva. James Silva, a member. Thank you very, very much. And you're sponsoring this show. Thank you to all my members. I really, really appreciate you, more than you know. All my subscribers, I think I'm at 5,050, something like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I'm going to have to say this until the 22nd. All you sports people out there been wanting this. Here it is. I got two ways that I'm doing it this year. And I am doing it this year because I'm retired, sort of, kind of. I want you to go to my website, KenKnowsGambling.com. I have a special running for a season pass versus just the weekly. And I'm running it until the 22nd of August. And then it's gone. The end. All right? KenKnowsGambling.com. Everything else, shirts, whatever. Everything I'm doing. KenKnowsGambling.com. All right. What is this damn experiment that we're talking about today? Keeping in mind, everything will lose. Best bet is no bet. Gambling sucks. All right. So I watch Jimmy over at Jimmy Mastery, and I watch him, and he's been mentioning that at his casino, he's been keeping track, and the 7 comes about every 4 point something. I forget exactly what he said. 4 point something rolls, and I'm not going to argue that it ain't, all right, because that ain't what my experiment is. All right, so he has his Jimmy's Way betting system and what he does, and I understand exactly what he's doing, why he's doing it. Got no beefs about any of that. But it spawned a question, not his execution, not is it a good way, bad way, nothing about it. It just spawned a question. And the question I came up with, if it's true that the casino where he plays at has 1 in 4 or 1 in 4 point whatever, the question is, why would you not hammer the dark side? Just a question, right? If that's true, if it's 1 in 4, fucking hammer the dark. All right. Well, he does it on the right side generally, and he'll take things off and whatever, and he calls it Jimmy's Way, whatever. All good. No worries. Then when I thought, all right, why wouldn't you attack the dark side? Then that spawned another one. Why can't we do a simple experiment? And I've been thinking about this for a while. Let's do an experiment. We can do 2 things at one time. All right, so here's what I was thinking about doing. And we'll just do it with green chips. It doesn't really matter. I could do it with dollars because it just doesn't matter. But we'll go ahead and we'll come across. And I have no idea. I've never done this. I've never even practiced it. It was just a thought that I had because of that. And I thought, well, let's just try something out to have some fun. We'll go across. If it's every 4 or whatever, then at the 3 mark, I'm going to, not 3 hits, I'm going to let it roll 3 freaking times, and that's it. Win, lose, or draw, this is coming down. But when this comes down, my leg goes up. So, you see what I mean? I mean, really, the dice say 1 out of every 6. We're going to use the 1 out of every 4, or even if it is 1 out of 6, it doesn't really matter. We'll let this up, any kind of right side betting, up for 3 rolls only. And then take it all down, no matter what, and pop a leg. That's the experiment. So we're going to just check it out. It ain't about whether you are on or off. It's not, it doesn't have anything to do with a real strategy. I want you to understand that. This has got nothing to do really with Jimmy at all or his strategies. It really doesn't. It's just the 4-point whatever spawned questions. That's it. All right. So I don't want to hear, well, yeah, but you played this. You should have been off. You should have been. I don't care about that. That's not what I'm trying to do. All right. This is just a fun little experiment. We're going to roll 3 times. Turn them on. Roll 3. Whatever happens, happens. Then I'm coming in with the lay. Just to prove. If I've got up to 4 rolls here, we'll try to hammer 3. And then after that, that means the 7's lurking and we're going to hammer that. Why can't we do that? Let's try and have some fun today. I'm not trying to prove or disprove anything. I'm just having a fun little experiment. Please understand that. All right, we're going to go 3 times. There's 1. There's a 6. We're going to make 35. All right. And maybe I just sit that 35 right there. There's 1 roll. 10. There's 2 rolls. It's 50. Not taking them down. Nothing. It's not a real system. And then 1 more. Another 6. 25, 35. Now, that's what I won. Now it all comes back to the rack. That's all I'm giving it. All right. Now we had 160 out there. We're going to put the same amount. 160. That would win 80. I'm going to lay. Here we go. So that's 4. 5. 6. Look at that. Right on the money of 6. Right? So that pays 160. It pays 80. All right. We bring this back. All right. There's the 7. It ain't about laddering. It's not about system. Again, please understand that. All right, roll 1. There's a 6. There's 1. There's a 5. There's 2. And 1 more roll, no matter what. There's the 7. So it came a little bit sooner, but that's 3 rolls. All right, so you sort of have to reset now. Let's take all this away. All right, let's come back. Let's start it all over again. Of course, you just don't know when it's coming. Within 4, within 6, it could come first one, right? So just a little experiment. Here we go. There's 11. That's 1. That counts. Another 7. I'm not even I'm not even getting to lay that out there. But it's definitely coming within 6. You know, this is really reiterating why I love the dark side just to start with. Anyway, here we go. Roll 1. There's an 11. Roll 2. There's a 10. That's worth 50. And roll 3. There's the 4. Bring it down. $160. I'm trying to make it even. Hell, I'll do 200 just to make it easier than that. So there's roll 3. If it's 1 out of every 4, 1 out of every 6, it should be looming, right? There's a 3, so there's roll 4, 5, 6. That's the second time that damn thing did that. 6. That's going to win 100. All right, we'll put that over there, bring all this back. And let's just do it one more time. You could actually do it with an iron cross. It doesn't matter what, for this experiment, you know, what you play. So we'll do it once as an iron cross. Same concept. 3 rolls only. 1. There's a 5, 70, 60. That's a $45 net. That's roll 1. Roll 2. There's an 8, $45 net. And then roll 3. There's an 8, $45 net. Take it down. Okay, what do we have? 50, 50, 150, 200. We'll just lay. Roll 4. 9. Roll 5. There it is. 7. We win another $100. So far, it's working out on either side. So I'm thinking, okay, Jimmy has again, I'm sorry, Jimmy, I forget what you call it. Jimmy Mastery's betting strategy, betting away. It's sort of working, taking things down after X amount of rolls. And so is the lay part, because it should come once out of every 6. And we know you can have heaters. 7 won't come for 30, 40 rolls. But I'm just experimenting what would happen if you just played this way. Just the end. So let's put everything back and just see. We did a cross, we did the iron cross, we did just numbers only. And let's see what we got. And then you guys can, again, it was just a question I had in my head. I thought I'd do a stupid experiment. And so that's all this is. Y'all don't read too much into it. I'm looking more for your thoughts than anything else. It's not a strategy. Again, I have to reiterate that 1,000 times or somebody will blast my ass. Hey, tip. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 100. So $375 victory just using the 1 in 4 or 1 in 6. Right side up until the third one, dark side afterwards. $375. I may have to do this experiment, obviously, more than once. I think it's caught my attention. I know that I had a guy, he calls me a Jimmy lover or Jimmy fanboy or something like that. I enjoy watching him. The guy ain't stupid. I don't care what you say. And he said, well, I watch him when he bets. He don't put 5,000 on the table. He only puts 1,000. So do I. If I got $5,000, I'm not going to do all 5 because most of the time I don't need it. I'll go into it with 1,000 too. If I need it, I'll pull it out of my pocket. But I'm not going to lay off 5,000 there just to walk away pretty quick. when I probably don't need it. You know, but he says, oh, well, Jimmy bets this way or this way or this way. And the dealers laugh at him, and everybody laughs at him, and whatever. But how he described the way that Jimmy bets is exactly how he describes it in his videos. So I know the guy's trying to slam him, but I'm thinking, well, chiming in for $1,000, I do that. I may have a load in my pocket, but that's all, so that's okay. Nothing to slam him for that. And oh, he'll play, and then he takes things down, and he takes things down, and then he'll do hard ways or what, exactly what he does on his channel. And I'm thinking, well, why dog him? Because he is actually playing exactly like he teaches it. So I'm thinking, well, that's a good thing. But, you know, you always got haters out there and whatnot. But again, Jimmy, if you're watching it, I'm just doing an experiment. I hope you understand. That's all. So I'm going to do this just to see. We put all the 325 in there. Probably ought to keep it separate, but I'm not. If I lose, I lose. Tell me what y'all think about the experiment. That's really what I'm after. And I guess until the next time, y'all, be great.